Hi, I'm Jessa. So I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions about the Haakaa silicone breast pump. So one of the top questions people ask, this gray lid here that's on the Haakaa, the question is, can you sterilize this? And the answer is yes. You can put this in with your steam sterilizer like you do any of the other pump parts. The next question people often ask for the Haakaa breast pump is, what is this pink tab? What is that? Why is that on there? So this pink tab is designed to be able to vent. So there's a hole, so if you're heating milk in it, it doesn't pop the lid off as the milk warms up and you have that change in pressure. So the point of that is to vent it if you're heating milk in the Haakaa. Next question. People want to know, can you adjust the suction on the Haakaa breast pump? So good question. Yes, you can. So my recommendation is that you squeeze it pretty tight, suction it onto yourself, and then you actually use your hand to hold it, and that relieves some of that pressure. When you let go, that causes that vacuum. So if you use your hand to kind of control it, you can slowly release your hand and keep the suction more uniform, and that way you don't have to be taking it on and putting it on a million times to try and get the perfect suction level. You can control it with your hand. That does mean that it's not exactly a no-handed operation. You do have to use your hand for that, but I find that it's still pretty convenient when I'm nursing the baby. Next question people have about the Haakaa. So is the Haakaa more like a pump, or is it more like a passive collector? Good question. It's in between, right? So the point of this is that it does provide suction, right? But I don't think it's going to empty your breast like a full pump. It might empty one breast while you're nursing the other side. It does not work for me to use it in between breastfeeding sessions. I get barely anything out. So I have to use it while I'm nursing the baby. So in that way, it's more like the collector. But it does actually provide suction. So it's kind of an in-between. You'll get more milk than you would out of a passive collector, but probably less than you would get out of an electric breast pump. So that leads us to the next question, which is it worth buying your Haakaa, the Haakaa breast pump, if you already have a double electric pump? And I think that kind of depends on what your needs are. So I have both and I use both. I like it. But some people may not. So the Haakaa for me, it gets me a couple ounces, maybe 3 or 4 if I'm really full while the baby is nursing. The double electric is if I'm skipping a nursing session and I'm gonna pump and completely empty both breasts, because it's a lot more work to put it on and it takes a lot longer. So for me, double electric is if you really need to fully empty both breasts. The Haakaa is you're taking a little pressure off, you're just collecting a little on the side so you can kind of slowly build up to a full bottle for the baby. Those are the 5 questions that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more information on breastfeeding, breast pumping, and building your freezer stash.